Let's visualize you're at a bustling coffee shop, a grocery store, or any social setting. You see someone across the room who catches your eye. You want to go and talk to her, but you're not exactly the tallest person in the room, wondering if that might affect your approach. But fear not. In this video, I will share exact step-by-step actions you can take to master the art of approaching any woman the right way, irrespective of your height. I guarantee this will change the way you can walk up and engage with any woman without ever being insecure about your height again. So keep watching this video till the end. Let's start. Step 1. Change your beliefs. First and foremost, let's talk about your belief systems. Confidence is the key, and this starts with accepting yourself. If you believe that women judge men on height, and she will be rejecting you because of it, then you are probably going to get rejected anyhow. However, if you believe height is just a physical characteristic, and she will like you because of your qualities and personality, you are probably going to do very well. When you feel good about yourself, others are more likely to feel good about interacting with you. Here is how you can do it. Stop 1 second to clear your thoughts if you are feeling negative. Take a couple of deep breaths. Try to bring awareness to your personality traits and qualities and why people like you. This will instantly make you feel more confident before you do the approach. Step 2. Wait for the right moment. Timing is very important. If the woman you're interested in is deeply engaged in something, whether it's seriously working on her notebook, having an intense conversation, or busy choosing items at the grocery store, then give her space. Try to approach her when she's more unoccupied and open to interaction, like when she's taking a break or casually looking around. Here is how you can do it. Notice her body language carefully. If she's making eye contact or seems open to her surroundings, that's your cue. If she's busy or closed off, it might be better to wait. Step 3. Walk up with certainty. Once you feel the moment is right, start walking up towards her with certainty. This is one of the most important steps even before you have made the approach that can decide how the interaction might plan out. When you are certain about something and expect good things to happen, you will be amazed to see how many times it actually happens. On the contrary, uncertainty and indecisiveness can have reverse impacts. Here is how you can do it. Stand tall, decide on some opinion or some observation you want to start the conversation with, and start walking towards her with purpose and intent without letting hesitation creep in your mind. I will explain ways to open the interaction and have an engaging conversation in this video, so keep watching. If you like the content so far, subscribe to the channel so it helps me continue making such videos for you. Step 4. Start with a genuine opener. Openers can be observational or situational. Once you've walked up to her after deciding on the opener, say it immediately with confidence. Avoid cliched lines and instead opt for something relevant to the situation. If you're at a coffee shop, a simple comment about the menu or a recommendation can be a good icebreaker. Keep it natural and context-specific. Here is how you can do it. Use observational or situational openers. An observational opener can be like, I saw from a distance you are wearing a vibrant outfit, so I'm curious to find out the story of the girl behind it. A situational opener can be like, I see you were very engaged in reading this book. I've heard great things about it. How did you find it so far? An honest observation or citing the exact situation you are in will be far better to break the ice than a generic pickup line. Step 5. Introduce yourself and listen actively. Once you've broken the ice, it's time to engage. One of the most important aspects of this is introducing yourself and listening actively. Once you both introduce each other, it no longer feels like a conversation between strangers, but between people who know each other. After this, actively listening to her is very crucial. Show that you're interested in what she has to say by nodding, maintaining eye contact, and responding thoughtfully. This not only keeps the conversation going, but also makes her feel valued and heard. Here is how you can do it. After the icebreaker, say hi, Say your name and extend your hand out to shake hands. Once she replies with her name and shakes your hand back, make a follow-up comment like, "Do you usually come here?" Listen actively and reflect on what she says. If she mentions she's been to a recent event here, ask more about it. This shows you're engaged and interested in her experiences. Step 6. Ask open-ended questions with occasional humor. To keep the conversation flowing, ask open-ended questions that encourage more than just yes or no answers. This helps in building a more engaging dialogue and uncovering common interests. Throw in the occasional humor, or carefully tease her on some of her answers. Balancing between getting to know her and adding occasional humor can make the conversations more engaging and memorable. Here is how you can do it. Start with asking an open-ended question. For example, instead of asking, "Did you have a good weekend?" ask, "What did you do over the weekend?" If she says she was mostly at home alone spending a lazy weekend, you can tease her by saying something like, "Oh, you probably need a more outgoing friend in your life." Use questions that invite elaboration, and if you find a negative in the answer, try to playfully tease her about it. However, make sure you don't overdo anything. Too much teasing can offend her, and too many plain questions and answers can make the conversation not so engaging. So remember to keep balance. Step 7. Respect personal space. Respecting personal space is essential. If she's leaning away or giving short responses, she might need more space or time. It's important to be aware of her comfort level and adjust accordingly. Approaching someone should never feel invasive or pushy. Here's how you can do it. Pay attention to her body language. If she seems uncomfortable, politely step back and say something like, "I don't want to hold you up. Feel free to let me know if it's not a good time." Step 8. Gauge her interest and know when to exit. Throughout the conversation, gauge her level of interest. If she's actively engaging, asking questions, and seems interested, you're on the right track. If she's giving short answers or looking away, it might be time to wrap up the conversation gracefully. Not every conversation will be a perfect one, and that's okay. Here is how you can do it. Look for signs of engagement. If she's curious and asking you questions back and making eye contact, she's likely interested. If not, consider ending the conversation politely. Exit with a positive note. It was great talking to you. I hope you enjoy the rest of your day. Have a good one. Leaves a good impression even if the conversation didn't go as planned. Step 9. Follow up if appropriate. If the conversation went well and the setting allows for it, consider suggesting continuing the chat at a later time. If you're at a social gathering or a networking event, you might exchange contact information or suggest meeting up again. Here is how you can do it. Suggest a follow-up casually. "You seem like an interesting person. I've really enjoyed our conversation. Would you like to continue this over coffee sometime?" Suggesting a follow-up casually and not making it a big deal puts less pressure on her, and chances of her saying yes go up drastically. Also, the fact you're casual about a future meetup shows you have options and don't care too much. Step 10. Reflect, learn, and grow. Every interaction is a learning opportunity. Reflect on what went well and what could be improved. This will help you refine your approach and build confidence for future conversations. Here is how you can do it. After the conversation, take some time to reflect on what went well and what could be improved. Learn from these insights to improve your approach in future interactions. The more you practice and the more feedback you get, the better your approaches will become gradually. However, even after doing a lot of approaches as per the steps explained by me in this video, if you still feel anxious and hesitant that the girl will reject you because of your height, I highly recommend you to check out this video next. This detailed video will give you no BS exact actionable steps on how to remove your height insecurity in front of any woman. Thanks for watching.